For days, the skies, they just wept, relentless, unforgiving. And as New South Wales drowns, the true cost is only just surfacing. 4 lives gone. The latest, a man near Coffs Harbour, his car swallowed whole by the raging floodwaters. Can you imagine? 50,000 souls completely cut off, isolated. Roads gone, lifelines severed. Emergency crews, these heroes in the storm, they've plucked over 600 people right from the brink. But the danger hasn't passed. Not really. The Bureau of Meteorology's warnings are stark, ongoing. Federal help is on its way, disaster recovery activated. But for communities like Taree, Kempsey, and the already shattered Coffs Harbour, the ordeal is far from over. And beneath those receding waters, a toxic soup, contaminated, dangerous, with the ever-present fear of dams pushed to their limits, finally giving way. When will the waters truly recede, and what will be left in their wake? Yet, amidst all this grim news, a different kind of wave is about to hit Australian shores. For the first time in over a decade, a global icon, Mariah Carey, is returning, headlining Fridays Live. Fans are absolutely ecstatic. This isn't just a concert, it's an event. Vision of love. We belong together. Those powerhouse vocals, live, across Australia's major cities. She's a legend, undiminished, ready to remind us why she still reigns. And speaking of Aussie pride reaching global heights, Ange Postecoglou. He's the name on every football fan's lips. He's done it, leading Tottenham Hotspur to UEFA Europa League glory. It's a win that echoes far beyond the pitch, inspiring a whole new generation of Australian coaches, sending a shockwave of pride through our football community. Yes, the domestic season had its struggles, but this European triumph, that cements Ange's legacy. And he's not stopping there. This victory, he says, is just the beginning for the club, a testament to what Australian grit and vision can achieve on the world stage. That global stage is also the setting for a groundbreaking alliance. Australia and Japan, hand in hand, forging a future powered by renewable hydrogen. This isn't just an agreement. It's a quantum leap for clean energy. Intensive research, cutting-edge development, all aimed at slashing carbon emissions, revolutionizing hydrogen production. With Australia's vast renewable resources and Japan's urgent quest for cleaner fuel, this partnership could redefine the entire energy map. But while new alliances form, some old ones are shattering. Here at home, the Earth has shifted under Canberra's feet. The federal coalition, Liberals and Nationals, officially kaput. The fallout? Significant. Former PM Tony Abbott, watching from the sidelines, has called the split a tragedy, urging reconciliation. Whispers of reunion talks are labeled a positive move, yet the air remains thick with tension. Accusations of trust betrayed. A fractured political landscape. Just as Prime Minister Anthony Albanese prepares to convene the 48th Parliament on July 22, 2025. Labour's decisive victory gives them the mandate, with 8 sitting weeks proposed before year's end to drive their agenda. But what will that agenda face in this new fractured reality? And the Greens? A changing of the guard. With Adam Bandt's election defeat, Larissa Waters steps up, unopposed, as the new leader. Mehreen Faruqi, her steadfast deputy. It's a critical moment for the Greens, as they regroup, reassess, and redefine their voice in this reshaped political arena. The markets, meanwhile, tell their own turbulent story. The S&P ASX 200, on May 22, 2025, took a tumble, down 0.5% to 8,348.70, snapping a brief winning streak. Financials, consumer stocks, they were dragging the index down, a reflection of nerves, of global jitters, mirroring Wall Street's dive after a U.S. bond sell-off. Yet, in the turmoil, Some are seeking refuge. Gold and Bitcoin, they're climbing. And the tremors continue. Westpac Banking Corporation, bracing for over 1,500 job cuts. Restructuring, they call it. Streamlining, cost-cutting. Unions are calling it a betrayal, urging investment in people, not pink slips. It's a familiar story in our banking sector, but no less painful for those affected. QBE Insurance, meanwhile, is looking to fortify its future, issuing 600 million Australian dollars in subordinated Tier 2 notes, earning a solid BBB from Fitch. A move to bolster capital, fuel growth, navigate the complex dance of regulatory demands. And at the helm of mining behemoth Rio Tinto, a surprise changing of the guard. CEO Jakob Stausholm is stepping down later this year. The global hunt for his successor is on. Yet, even as US-China trade tensions cast long shadows, Australian exporters, particularly in steel and iron ore, see a silver lining. The Reserve Bank itself notes that US tariffs on Chinese goods might just give Aussie businesses a competitive edge in the lucrative Chinese market. Buoyed by our free trade agreement. Optimism in uncertain times. But how long can that optimism hold? In the world of health, there's a fragile hope for those battling the shadows of Alzheimer's. The Therapeutic Goods Administration has greenlit Kisla, also known as donanemab. Developed by Eli Lilly, it targets those insidious amyloid plaques in the brain, potentially slowing cognitive decline by a third. It's a breakthrough, yes, but with caveats. It's for specific genetic profiles, for the earliest stages. And the cost? Around 4,700 Australian dollars per dose. Not yet on Medicare. So, a lifeline for some, just out of reach for many. And as one battle sees a new weapon, an old foe rages. The flu. Over 75,000 cases reported in 2025 alone, already more than all of 2024 and 2023 combined. Free vaccinations are available, yet uptake is falling. Health experts are sounding the alarm. Get the jab, especially if you're high risk. Get tested early. This isn't just a sniffle. It's a serious public health challenge. In response to broader healthcare pressures, the federal government is injecting $8.5 billion into Medicare, a massive boost aimed at shoring up bulk billing and supporting vital urgent care clinics. And looking further ahead, construction is underway on the $780 million Sydney Biomedical Accelerator. It's a state-of-the-art facility, a collaboration between the University of Sydney, the NSW government, and Sydney Local Health District, promising to fast-track scientific discovery into life-changing health outcomes when it opens in 2028. From healing bodies to building the future of computation. Australia has just unveiled its first national quantum computing testbed facility, right here in Queensland. It's a powerhouse collaboration between the University of Queensland, QUT, and ANU, with global tech giants Zurich Instruments and Rohde & Schwarz on board. This isn't just research. It's about building the very infrastructure for Australia's quantum leap. Innovation is also charging up in Wollongong. Battery materials innovator Sekona has just landed a transformative 15 million Australian dollar investment, licensing its unique silicon carbon anode technology to Indian chemical giant Himadri. Their 6X material promises to boost battery energy density by over 20%, slash charging times by more than 40%. Imagine the impact that could have. Sekona is now gearing up to expand its North Wollongong pilot operations, ready to scale. And soon, you might see innovation gliding silently through your local supermarket. Tennant's X4 Rover, an AI-powered cleaning robot, is making its debut in major Victorian shopping centers and supermarkets. 3D sensors, high-definition cameras, mopping floors, navigating obstacles, all on its own. It's designed to work alongside humans, freeing them up for customer service, not replacing them. Or so we're told. 3 units already snapped up by Aussie retailers, with one even on duty in a Melbourne healthcare facility. The frontier of human-like technology is being pushed even further at RMIT University. Engineers there have developed a compact, neuromorphic device. It detects hand movements, stores memories, processes information like a human brain. No external computer needed. Think instant visual processing for autonomous vehicles, advanced robotics. Science fiction is stepping into reality. And speaking of reaching for the stars, Gilmore Space Technologies is on the cusp of history. Australia's first ever domestically designed and manufactured rocket, Eris, poised for an orbital launch from Bowen, North Queensland. This could make Australia the 12th nation to achieve such a feat. Final approvals from CASA are in, but a pre-launch anomaly, a setback during final preparations. The launch delayed. A full investigation is underway. A new window is hoped for in June. Will Eris fly? The nation watches and waits. Back on solid ground, though, laughter is on the horizon. Aussie comedy queen Celeste Barber is bringing her backup dancer tour home this August and September 2025. 12 cities, including Melbourne, Sydney, and way up to Cairns, are set to erupt as she unleashes her iconic, hilarious takedowns of celebrity culture. Tickets went on sale late May. You'll want to be quick for this one, I reckon. And for fans of heartfelt reality, good news. Love on the Spectrum is officially renewed for a 4th season. The Aussie series that captured hearts worldwide will introduce us to new participants navigating the beautiful, complex world of love and relationships on the autism spectrum. In Celebrity Milestones, Aussie actress Phoebe Tonkin, of the Vampire Diaries fame, has tied the knot with art advisor Bernard Lagrange. A private, intimate ceremony in New York City on May 10th, 2025. Margot Robbie and Teresa Palmer were among the close friends celebrating. Tonkin, stunning in bespoke Chanel and later a sequined Magda Buttram. And a new generation begins. Tiger Lily Hutchins, daughter of legendary INXS frontman Michael Hutchins, is expecting her first child with husband Ben Archer. The intensely private 28-year-old was recently spotted in London, a baby bump confirming the happy news, sparking joy, especially here in Australia, where her father's legacy looms large. In the world of sport, a seismic shift in the NBL. 5-time MVP Bryce Cotton is trading Perth Wildcats colors for the Adelaide 36ers, signing a 3-year deal. One of the league's all-time greats, his move is set to electrify the 36ers' upcoming season. And on the global track, young Aussie Oscar Piastri is on fire, leading the Formula One World Championship as the circus heads to the iconic Monaco Grand Prix on May 25th. 4 wins from 7 races this season. A 13-point lead over his teammate. Even a recent third at Imola can't dim his brilliance. A world title within his grasp? Who knows? Get ready for a rugby invasion. The British and Irish Lions are touring Australia between June and August 2025. A blockbuster 3-match test series against our national team, plus clashes with Super Rugby franchises. Brisbane, Sydney, Canberra, Adelaide, Melbourne, all bracing for the roar. Circle July 19th, the first test, Lang Park, Brisbane. It's gonna be monumental. Looking further ahead, to Brisbane 2032, the International Olympic Committee has given its blessing to Queensland's bold plan for a new 63,000-seat stadium at Victoria Park, a centerpiece designed to electrify downtown Brisbane during the Games. The IOC says the strategy is sound, but the clock is ticking. Construction needs to start, and soon. But as we celebrate all this incredible sporting ambition, there's a shadow looming. It's called the Enhanced Games, an event where performance-enhancing drugs aren't just tolerated, they're actively permitted. And a coalition of our own sporting heroes, people like Olympic diver Melissa Wu and netballer Natalie Butler, have slammed it. Their warning: it promotes unsafe practices, completely trashes the integrity of sport, poses severe health risks, and sends a dangerous message to young athletes. Scheduled for May next year in Las Vegas, with some big prize money, it's already facing a fierce backlash. Even Sport Integrity Australia has come out swinging, condemning the lack of doping control, the sheer potential for harm. It's a stark choice for the future of sport, isn't it? Purity versus performance at any cost. So where do we draw the line? And what happens if that line is crossed? Something to think about.